wish I had a shoe and bang it on.
Yeah.
Good evening. I'm Mary Eckert, Chairman of the Clay Township Board. You're at the regular meeting of the Township Board, 6 o'clock, Tuesday, June 26th. And the first order of business is the Pledge of the Flag. Please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, before I go on, I just want to tell you we are delighted you're here. The meeting tonight is all about you. You have 3 minutes in which to describe your wants and needs, so we hope that you can contain that because he's got the hook, and we have to time you, otherwise we'll be having breakfast here, and I don't think Debbie's ready for that. So anyway, I'll go on, but we do want to welcome you. We have no recognition on number 2, not tonight. The approval of minutes.
So moved.
I have a, well, that took care of that. Well, I second it. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Public comments. Are there any public comments tonight? We don't have any slips. Well, you all get a chance. It's all public comments. And you don't have any action items, so look at this, we're right down to the information items. And that's you. So what we're here to do tonight is to go back through what we have to give to you. And so your job is to convince us that we would like to give you some, of which we hope that we can. And what we need from you is your request, and we will write it down on here, and you have 3 minutes to make your case. And then before we are in the point where we start giving the checks out, we have a meeting and we go over everything. I mean, we actually spend a lot of time on this because we have just so much money and it has to spread out everywhere. So, Best Bib and Tucker. The first one tonight, please, is Gleaner's Food Bank. Paul is missing tonight, as you may have noticed. He's out of town.
Hi, my name is Savannah Striever. I am the Director of Grants and Foundation Relations for Gleaner's Food Bank. Our mission at Gleaner's is to lead the fight against hunger throughout our 21-county service area in central and southeast Indiana. Excuse me. We're particularly interested in maintaining and growing our presence in communities within Hamilton County because Hamilton County has the second highest number of food insecure individuals throughout our service area. This might be surprising because Hamilton County is also known as the wealthiest county in Indiana based on median household income. But due to high cost of living, lack of affordable housing, and a continuing growth in population, the number of food secure individuals in this community remains above 26,000 people as of 2018. So we're here tonight to request a grant of $30,000 that would help us distribute food in this community through 2 main channels. Number 1, a $20,576 would be used to distribute more than 170 pounds of food to our neighbors here. These pounds of food have a resale value of close to $300,000, which provides a very favorable return on investment for your community. We distribute these pounds through 2 main channels. Number 1 is our partner agencies here in Clay Township. Those include the Carmel United Methodist Church as well as Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church. We also run a monthly mobile food pantry here in Clay Township. It's an effort for Gleaners to push out more food, distribute more food to your neighbors in Clay Township. Secondly, an amount of just over $9,000 would help us provide weekly backsacks to 60 students, elementary school students here in Clay Township. Our backsacks program is an incredibly specialized program. It targets the most vulnerable children in our communities. These are children who truly run the risk of having no food to eat over the weekend. They are identified through a very scientific process that we developed with Lilly Six Sigma Group. And these children are given a bundle of nutritious food on Friday afternoon. They take this food with them home over the weekend so they have something to eat, so they can return to school on Monday morning ready to learn. And in the long term, what it really does is it gives children food, it allows them to learn, later it allows them to earn, and it helps break the cycle of poverty.
Thank you, Savannah.
Very grateful for the time to be here. That was my last sentence. Thank you.
We appreciate your coming. Thank you very much, and for the information.
Thank you.
Now, do you have their application?
Oh, I need that.
Because we don't have it in here either.
Sorry, it should have been in there and I did email it.
I haven't received it.
I got it bounced back, and so I emailed it to the second email address that I have for you.
Yeah, I just checked before I came in here, but I'll check again.
I can check on my phone.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
That's
No,
okay.
that's all right, as long as we have it. Chausey's Place.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for the opportunity to present here today. I'm Olivia Clower. I am the Director of Development at Chausey's Place. For anyone who's unfamiliar with us, we do child abuse and neglect prevention and youth suicide prevention, and we have programs for both children and adults. This year we're requesting $30,000 to provide child abuse and neglect prevention training to approximately 16,000 people in Clay Township, most of them children. So the need for our services expanded quickly, and that's due to two things primarily. So one is the passage of SEA 355, which requires schools to now provide child abuse and neglect prevention training every year in grades K through 12. So previously we were working with students in grades K through 4, and now we are working with K through 12. So we've expanded our programming quite a bit to fit that need. And the second thing that has contributed to a greater need is the increase of substantiated DCS reports for child abuse and neglect, which has increased every year for the past 5 years in Indiana. So both of these things combined kind of have created a greater need for our services. Prevention is key because children who are victims of trauma are more likely to suffer from abuse, not only in their childhood, but problems later in life. So they run a greater risk of addiction, mental illness, teen pregnancy, incarceration, and suicide. So protecting children before the abuse occurs is key. Our body safety program was previously for grades K through 4, and we have expanded that by supplementing it with an evidence-based program, which allows us to encompass all forms of child abuse and neglect and bullying, so we can offer that at an age-appropriate level for students in grades K through 12 now. We also offer students curriculum for students with special needs, so we can serve the entire school community where they're at. We also offer an adult program called Stewards of Children, which is a nationally based and recognized program that teaches adults how to prevent child sexual abuse, as well as recognize and react appropriately if it does occur. And we offer that training both in public community trainings at our Carmel office and in private trainings for schools, churches, and other youth-serving organizations.
Thank you, Olivia.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is from Meals on Wheels. Yes, no, you have to, please. It's recorded.
Hi, my name is Janet Richardson, and I'm the Client Service Coordinator at Meals on Wheels here in Hamilton County. And the object of the mission of our organization is to provide some nutritional meals to the elderly, the disabled, and homebound individuals. We currently service approximately 92 individuals in the Carmel Clay Township area, and we're looking for that number to increase as we've seen a steady increase since 2016. So we are requesting $30,000, which would help sponsor the individuals that are not able to afford their meals being delivered to their home, along with, we'll also provide a portion of salary for myself and for our volunteer director, which coordinates 425 volunteers to be able to get the meals out to all the individuals in the Clay Township area. Short and sweet.
Thank you.
May I ask a question,
Yes.
please? What is the percentage of meals that are in Clay Township based on your providing meals for all of Hamilton County? Do you have that?
About 16%.
16? Okay, thank you.
And it fluctuates
Sure.
depending on, we get a lot of short-term in this area, people that are just being released from the hospital. And so they'll stay on during their rehab process and then come off. So we have gone up into the 20 percentile brackets.
Okay, thank you very
You're welcome.
much. The next one is Trinity Free Clinic, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're putting the other one right here. This is for Paul Boland.
Oh, yeah, I have one open one.
Right.
I have marked this one on. Okay, my name is Donna Yancey. I'm the director of the Trinity Free Clinic. Thank you for allowing me to present again. This, maybe this way?
You just need to make sure we can record you. We have
okay.
someone here who'll take care of that.
Okay. So as you know, we take care of the medical and dental needs of the working folks in Hamilton County that fall in that gap. So they are the people that don't qualify for any government assistance such as Medicaid and food stamps, but they don't make quite enough to be able to afford medical insurance. So we take care of the restaurant workers and the school janitors and all of the folks that provide the general labor to keep our county going. Our average patient comes from a family of 4 and the household income is $24,000, and we do verify income for our patients. If I would like to direct you to our impact report that shows basically the what we were able to do in 2017. And please note how our patient numbers from 2015 to 17, the patient visits went up by 59% and patients, unique patients, went up by 35%. However, the good thing is that we do have a 50% turnover. That means that the family that we take care of this year, half of them we don't see next year because they've gotten themselves, you know, they've risen. So that's good. In order to help also the community, we've noticed that a lot of employers are having a hard time finding employees for general labor. So we're collaborating with those employers. First, they can come to the clinic to provide job fairs, and we go to their locations to do basically be proactive in the health care of the workers of our county. So to inform them of what to do and to come to us if they need medical or dental help.
Any questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Carmel Fire Department, the Holiday Assistance Program.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak here tonight. My name is Lieutenant Jeremy Mainers with the Carmel Fire Department, and I am the coordinator for the Community Assistance Program through the Carmel Fire Department Auxiliary. So every year, the Carmel Fire Department collects, we give food and presents to the needy in Clay Township. Basically, we take what the Good Samaritan Network does and provide for the people specifically in Clay Township. And in the past couple of years, it's fluctuated, but it's anywhere from 200 to 300 families, and the number of kids is up from there. So anywhere from 300 to 500 kids, and we provide gifts and food in the Christmas holiday season to those families in need. And all of our money is from donations or family sponsors for the families in the area. So this year we're asking for $10,000 to help provide food and gifts for the families in need here in Clay Township.
When you're determining who's in need, you check with the other agencies that are also doing it.
Absolutely.
So it's not a double dip somewhere.
We get all our names through the Good Samaritan Network, and they're all vetted through their process as well as our process to make sure that they're not getting from the Hamilton County facility as well as ours. We do ours on the same day as they do, so.
Great. Any questions?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you. Did we get a figure for
I assumed. What was your
Trinity Free? What was your figure that you're looking for?
Yes, I'm sorry, 30,000, please.
All right. Thank you. Prime Life Enrichment, please. Thank you.
My name is Sherry Orr. I'm the Executive Director of Prime Life Enrichment. Our mission is to provide programs and services to promote independence, optimal wellness, and socialization for those 50 and older throughout Hamilton County. I want to say that even though our fiscal year 2016-17 cost per unit was $6.61, we were able to provide, with your generous support of $30,000 last year, we were able to support Clay Township residents service at 35 cents per unit. We have cost per client at $659, and yet for Clay Township, with your support, we're providing it for $29.91 per client. 58% of our overall services are going towards residents of Clay Township. 69% of the members within our activity center are from Clay Township. So we know that your resources are limited. We appreciate your generous support in the past. We again ask for $30,000 this year. And with that financial contribution, you've also supported us with our fitness exercise program, and we want you to know that we've been able this year to replace our exercise equipment with new equipment. It had been 10 years old and unrepairable, so that was a very, very needed addition to the program, and we greatly appreciate your support. Thank you.
What percentage of the dues that you charge go along with what we're contributing?
So our dues, actually together with all of our program fees, it covers about 1/3 of our programming cost.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Any questions? Janus.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for your previous support that enables the Janus staff to stay true to our mission to provide opportunities for adults with disabilities to be able to participate and contribute in the community. Due to time limitations, I will list just a few of the programs directly impacted by your support. In 2017, 30 residents of Clay Township participated in Janus Day services, which include work experience, hidden talents, capabilities cafe, and doorways. In work experience, clients learn business principles in an entrepreneurial setting. Clients participating in hidden talents create artistic products that are sold throughout the community. The Capabilities Cafe provides real-life employment opportunities in the Hamilton County Government Center. Last year, clients served 13,692 customers. Doorways enhances everyone's ability to function more independently, providing support in areas such as independent living skills, health and fitness, and community involvement. Community Employment partnered with 45 different businesses to provide employment to 12 Clay Township residents throughout the county. Hamilton County Express has a fleet of 22 buses and provided 5,737 trips for 93 Clay Township residents in just the first 5 months of this year. Riders depend on HCE to provide medical, dental, and therapy appointments, as well as transportation to and from work, social activities, shopping, etc. We empower our clients to develop to their fullest potential as they learn skills to live and work successfully in the community. And when that happens, we all benefit. Janus is requesting $30,000 in funding, which is the same amount that we received last year. In previous years, Clay Township has embraced and supported our efforts, and for that we are grateful. Thank you.
Any questions? Could you say your name into the record, please? We have
Yes.
someone who does our typing.
Sure. Debbie Laird.
Thanks, Debbie. Prevail.
Next one. You're gonna have a big stack of stuff.
That's true.
Good evening. I'm Susan Ferguson. I'm the Executive Director at Prevail. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come before you again tonight. I've done this for several years, so I know that you guys are already familiar with Prevail and what we do. But as a refresher for anyone new in the room, we do provide services for victims of crime and abuse here in Hamilton County. We do offer crisis intervention and restorative support, so that's in the immediate need and long-term need. Everything that we do is free of charge. We serve kids, teens, and adults, and we serve primary and secondary victims of crime. I want to share with you, in the words of other people who have sent us letters this year, sometimes I think they say it better than I do. The first one is from a law enforcement officer, just to highlight the fact that we don't only work directly with victims on their own, but we recognize that they are involved in a whole community and often are interacting with law enforcement. We received this letter a month or so ago. It's about one of our advocates named Brittany. Brittany's ability to recognize the victim's emotions and then her ability to guide the victim through them was outstanding. She provided the exact assistance that the victim and I both needed to help her understand and accept the situation. As a law enforcement officer, it is comforting for me to know that someone like Brittany is available and willing to assist when needed. If Brittany had not been present, I feel that meeting would have ended on a different note and the victim would not have left as positive as she did. I just wanted to express my gratitude for Brittany, her abilities, and willingness to help those who are in need. She is an asset to her profession in the community. I look forward to working with Brittany and Prevail in the future. And that's just an example of how we are working with law enforcement. The other letter I have is from a child who was in one of our groups, our support groups, and at the end of that support group, they often write letters to the next group of kids coming in to kind of welcome them into group. And this says, "Dear friend, first off, Prevail is a safe place for you. Also, hurts don't change who you are. Prevail is a place where it's okay to express your feelings. In group, you are never alone, and others understand what you're going through. I learned that it's okay to be sad, mad, or enlightened. Sometimes you got to try new things. One thing I liked was that we played games that helped us talk about our feelings. My last three things are, the abuse is not your fault, it's okay to share your feelings, and no matter what, you are a victim. You are not a victim, you are an absolute survivor." So this year, to support these services that we provide to kids, teens, and adults, I'm asking for $30,000 in support from Clay Township. That's less than 20% of the cost of Prevail's Clay Township services specifically, and less than 2% of Prevail's budget.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. NAMI of Indianapolis.
Hello, my name is Donna Yancey, and I'm from NAMI, and that stands for National Alliance on Mental Illness. And I'm here to request $2,000 for training of our law enforcement officers and other first responders for learning about mental illness, how to de-escalate situations, and then in recognizing that the situation may have been a result of mental illness and not just criminal behavior. And in so doing, they would then get them escorted to a facility for evaluation and treatment. The benefits of knowing that and doing that, first of all, is that by knowing how to de-escalate a situation, we save injuries for our officers and for our citizens. And second of all, we save money because incarceration is very costly, more costly for those who have mental illness than the regular population. And so if we are getting them to treatment, we also decrease the chances of having reoccurrences. And so we save our citizens money that way as well. This is a 40-hour training, and we service, like I said, all first responders, but we do give priority to the law enforcement.
Is there a chance you could provide us with some materials on this, please?
About the
About your,
crisis intervention team?
well, yes, we have, as you see, we have material that we take with us and study. So we have, I'd like to request some from you, please, for each of us.
I will get that to
Great.
you. Thank you.
Thank you. Salvation Army.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dina Simpson. I'm the Assistant Divisional Social Service Director for the Indiana Division. Thank you for this opportunity again tonight. We are requesting this for next year, $19,000 from Clay Township to help support our service coordinator and the services that are provided in Hamilton County. Though Salvation Army is worldwide, our services in Hamilton County, we hope, are unique and working side by side with families with long-term case management as well as emergency crisis intervention. Last year we assisted over 200 individuals with the assistance from Clay Township, and this was for case management support as well as stability services, what we call our barrier buster dollars. This year, or for next year, we hope to assist over 200 individuals, working with them with what we call our Pathway of Hope program. And that program is more of a long-term case management approach, meeting families, meeting them with housing needs, employment needs, and stabilizing them, the family overall, and working with them so that barriers do not seem so rough and individuals are able to go back to school and find better employment and find better housing as well.
Any questions? Thank you very much. School exchange program.
I'm Marcia Spade, coordinator of the Japanese Exchange Program. Thank you for your support that you have given to us in the past. This is the 31st year of our sister school relationship. And last year we hosted 30 students, 3 teachers, and 2 PTO members. And part of the money that was given to us was to support a community square dance and a dinner that went along with it for our host students, families, and people in the community. For the rest of the money, this in just a little less than 2 weeks, on July the 9th, we'll leave for 17 days and take students and teachers, PTO representatives with us to Japan. And we'll be there, we'll stay in host family homes and learn more about the culture. One thing that we think is real important is in this time of social media and news, that we hear all the time, it's so good for the kids to get to go and really see what's happening in the world and in other cultures. Most of the money, a lot of the money that you gave to us the last time went to sponsor scholarships for 6 of the students who probably would not have been able to go had we not helped them, and with your help they were able to go. We're asking for $5,000 for next year, and part of that money again will be used when we host in March the students for a square dance and a community square dance and dinner, and then again for scholarships when we travel in 2020.
Any questions? Could we have copies of your material, please, so that we each have a copy?
I will get it to you.
All right, thank you. Thank you for coming.